feel like he gave somebody what was taken from me.
Mr. Hobby, do you have anything you want to say?
Yes, I do. I feel like it's no words to explain how I feel because I truly do. I love her. Like, I love her, like, deeply. It hurts so bad just, you know what I mean, seeing her going through what she go through because I know, like, it's my fault. Like, I'm standing up. I'm taking it as the man I am. It's my fault. And I'm willing to try to, you know, get things.
Do you have a game plan to make it right? Because you want to marry this woman in the worst way.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
she's just uncertain as to whether or not you're that guy.
Shortly after we got married, we wanted to start a family. Nothing was happening, and I made a doctor's appointment to see what problems, what the problems were. I found out that I was born without a uterus, cervix, and only one ovary. I was devastated, and it crushed me. It led me into a deep depression, later followed by bad heroin addiction.
How long were you on heroin?
Roughly about a year.
1 year. And you've kicked, right?
I've been clean 26 months.
Good for you. Wonderful. Narcotics, that's a tough one to kick. That's a tough one to kick.
He hired me talking on the phone. He was eavesdropping.
And I heard her tell somebody. He probably his.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Now, you lying.
What did
lying.
you say about his family member?
I told him they don't do nothing for him, and he always Johnny on the spot for them. But when it's time for him, he needs something. They're never there. I'm the one be there. I'm the one do everything. Just like when we had our baby, he sit up there, and our baby died 8 months ago. 8 months ago, it died. I was 6 months pregnant. I had a stillborn, and
take your time.
And he wasn't there. I was having a baby. He ran out the room. I had to push the baby out, and I was there by myself like always. But every time they need some. I'm sorry. Every time they need something, he's Johnny on the spot when I need him. You're my husband. I should be number one, always, because he always number one. He can't never say, I put no one before him, nobody in my family.
Oh, no, ma'am. We separated 2 years to be exact, and Mr. Bennett and I still was the rescue wife. That's what I was called, because when he was with other women, I was at home raising our child, okay? And with that being said, when he needed me, I was there. He was with this girl. He would call me with his problems, and I would listen, and he was my husband, okay? He tells me this girl gets pregnant for him, and I tell him, well, do you think it's yours? He said, no, he was not stupid, that he knew she was cheating. I said, well, Jared, I'm gonna give you some advice, because at that point, I didn't even think we was getting back together. I said, well, Jared, when the baby's born, do a DNA. He said that was what he was going to do. He has put me through a whole lot behind slandering my name, okay? When the girl had the baby, him and her had separated. He moved on to a whole nother woman. Oh, yeah.
Your Honor, and I just need you to feel that.
I don't personally know anyone with a gambling problem. He's, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you do.
No, I mean, aside from him. And, but I've read stories and I've heard things that it takes people down. And we have 2 kids. We have 2 kids, and I'm sorry. I refuse to be down with 2 kids if he doesn't stop. That's honestly, genuinely, I will not. If you lose everything, I will not be there with the kids. I won't. There's no way.
Mr.
I can't do it.
You have anything you want to say to her? You gotta talk to me, talk to her.
Like, I feel bad right now, babe. Like, I'm gonna stop today.
Your Honor, if us getting married didn't stop him, if him seeing our daughter be born did not stop him, my tears are not gonna stop you.
I know her background, so, like,
her background is probably not the best. I don't think people took good care of her. Is that true?
Yeah.
Ms. Uno Peak, what do you want him to do? I want to know how I can make this okay for you. You see she's crying there, right? Do you know why?
Nah.
You don't know why?
I mean, I didn't say anything that was a lie or bad about her.
It got nothing to do with you. That's not why she's crying. Not crying because you did something mean to her. She's crying because she's sticking with a dude that's trying to be all alpha male, this, that, and the other, and she feels like she doesn't have any options or any power. She's crying because she's hurt. She's crying because she doesn't feel safe. She's crying because she's scared. That's why she's crying. Did you write an email anywhere that sounded anything like, you know, a man can get dangerous when he doesn't see his kids?
I'm angry. I'm depressed. So most likely, yes.
Yeah.
Am I trying to threaten them? No, but I'm trying to let them know the severity of the situation. I haven't seen my baby that's been born. Yeah. I just want to see my daughter.
Do you know threatening people ain't the way to get that done?
Not at all.
You know
but
what I mean?
I tried the nice way too, and that doesn't work. So I don't know what to do. Yeah. I'm stuck.
You want to see her now?
Yeah, I want to see her now.
I don't have her for real. I wish, because I'm a baby hog. You may not get her back, but there she is. What's her name?
Leilani.
Leilani. Leilani Barton?
Yes, I have enough respect to give his kids their last name, his last name.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here at divorce court today because...
Oh, my. Take your time.
Sorry.
No. You take your time.
Thank you. I'm here because I'm tired of the father of my child. He likes to play house with me a lot, but then whenever he's in the streets, that's when he wants to act like he's single. He could just leave and do whatever he wants to do, and it's not fair to me. Like, whatever I want to do, it's always like, oh, I gotta worry about Bella, I gotta wait till Bella's straight. When he wants to go out, cheat. If he has to go to work, whatever Darren wants to do, boom, he can get up and go. The minute Bella starts crying, hands are back off to me, and he's gone. He's out to do whatever he wants to do. And it's just, I don't feel like it's fair to me at all.
Mr. Jackson, let me say this to you. What happened, happened. Look at me. What happened, happened.
Not when you're doing the same thing.
Mr. Jackson?
But I'm not.
You still lying.
Mr. Jackson,
You're not straight up.
Mr. Jackson,
How we gonna build a house on a weak foundation?
Mr. Jackson, you are angry and you're insecure.
I'm not insecure. You're not letting me speak.
No. I let you speak because you've told me the same story over and over and over again about this. Mr. Jackson, you may leave.
Thank you.
I'm all done. Look at her. She's falling apart over there. And no, and I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me. You're unhappy with who she is. You think she's not getting money and she's been exploited for porn, and you think anywhere she goes, she's gonna cheat on you. You can't have her to have a phone or a car or any of that. So you're stressed and angry and upset all day long about the cheating and the wrong that she's doing to you. That's how you feel. And then you take that out on her. Now, I don't think any of that stuff is happening. I think that's all in your head. Everybody in here thinks it's all in your head.
For real?
But yeah, yes.
So July 11th of 2016, we had a miscarriage.
I'm so sorry.
And I was in the hospital and I was going through it, and I wanted him to be there by my side, and he wasn't. He was out in the waiting room, and he'd rather smoke and be outside and be in the waiting room than be there and comfort me. So I had to talk to the woman that's like a mom to me, and she's the one that had to comfort me the whole entire 2-3 hours that I was in the emergency room.
Mr. Griggs, your version of that event.
My version of that event is I totally cope things different the way she do. And at the time, yes, that was my first experience, just like our daughter we got now. That's my first experience, and I didn't know how to cope with that at the time of losing one. And so, I mean, I coped with it with a different way than she wanted me to.
Mm-hmm. I am so sorry. On behalf of a society that did not give you the childhood that you deserved, on behalf of a system that could not give you the security that you were entitled to, that's number one. Two, you are beautiful, and you made it over that hump. You got out of that without having fallen into a lot of different cracks that you fell into. I want you to have so much more than that. And what I want to do is have you start here, and we're gonna try to hook you up with some counseling somewhere, because you have the right to have that addressed. And people who have gone through that much can't just fix it. It's not just, well, pull yourself together, young lady, get over it, it's done now. You have the right to lean against something and get help for that. And I want, if you hear nothing else, don't do it for you, do it for your daughter.
We don't talk anymore. It's always an argument, and I don't know how to come back from that.
Right, because everybody's angry, and you've got these rebound emotions around the house, and nothing's right.
Pete, we can't talk anymore because he talks to somebody, and it's like, oh, that's the end of the word. I got their word, and that's what we're doing. I'm just like, come on. We used to talk on the phone for hours. You know, now we don't talk. We don't have no ends to anything. I want to talk about bills. Oh, it's argument about bills. I want to go out together. Oh, it's the argument about going out together. It's a hassle now.
I actually got with him when I was like 7 months pregnant. Well, I wasn't 7 months pregnant. My daughter was 7 months at the time.
Okay, gotcha.
And so he's been an amazing father to her ever since.
The whole time?
The whole time. Like, she knows who her is, but she says that's her father, you know? So I give him high praises for that. You understand, Your Honor? I've been through stuff in my life.
Take your time.
I've been through things in my life. Years ago, I was with somebody that I thought loved me like I loved them. And on my birthday, he set me up to get raped by his friends. Loving him and trying to have that intimacy is very, very hard because somebody that I love, they betrayed my trust. Mm-hmm. And it's not easy being a woman. It's not easy, making sure you find the right man because you don't know who the right man is, Mm-hmm. So it took this long for me to see that he does love me because I know it's hard. I know it's not easy being with me because I'm so damaged. Like, I want to, be with him sexually, but it's hard. It's really, really hard.
I was pregnant at the time when he became incarcerated. I went into labor early, and they told me that they were not going to be able to save her. And I had to go visit Jose. And I didn't want to tell him over the phone that I had lost our daughter. I had a funeral for her in which I would like to present this to you.
Nick, can I see that, please?
I had a funeral for her.
Was he still inside, or did he get out?
He was still inside. At the time, we were not married, so I was unable to have Jose be at her funeral.
I can't.
And they wouldn't let him out because we were not married. If we were married, then I would have been able to pay to have him attend her funeral. So I had to have a funeral for my daughter without him. I let his father choose my daughter's name because that was everybody's first grandchild. Nobody has daughters but us. And that happened to be his first one.
And I had to learn that despite the fact that I was crazy, that he was out working and I needed to be able to at least give him 10 minutes to get in the door good before I unloaded. That's not it?
I'm awful because I'm tired, you know? I'm just so tired. And I already know what to expect when he walks in the door. I already know what to expect, so I'm already set go because I'm like, okay, he's gonna come in, he's gonna complain about something because I couldn't get this done. I half did this because I was half stepping all day long, trying to take care of this and that. And I missed the one very thing he asked me to do. And it always works out that way. Like he'll be like, well, he'll point out something before he goes. Like, hey, I want this done. There's a particular one thing.
And that's the one thing you don't get to.
I don't think he understands, though. I think he thinks I do it on purpose.
I think I know.
I think he thinks I really just sit back and like, oh, well, I'm just not gonna do that because Rick asked me to.
In my defense, I can't kill him. So I break his stuff, and I'm not replacing it. He is. I broke my car windows out. It's cool. It was an old car anyways. It don't matter. I'm not replacing none of his stuff. He goes out and he dogs me out like I'm a piece of trash.
Ms. Ellis, why did you stay with him 5 years? I mean, he wasn't even close to acting right. He wasn't even trying to do it on the down low. He was bringing his side pieces to the crib.
I didn't know that. I did not know that those were his side pieces. I legit.
But once you found out, you broke his car window and then stayed.
Because that's all I know. I don't know nobody else.
How old are you?
28.
We're gonna talk about that. You're foul and you're no good, and I want you to get out. Nick?
Oh.
There will be no recovery in this matter, so just go. That, my lady, is how you treat a man who ain't no good. You put him out.